Welcome back everyone to Data Science for Everyone. Today we're going to be looking at adding annotations with bokeh. Let's get started. So we've already done a basic introduction of adding in some annotations in bokeh, but I thought it's kind of time that we added in a little bit extra information and kind of went into a little bit more detail. So first off, let's go on and start up a new file, and let's call this adding annotations 2.py. And the first thing that we want is we want from bokeh.plotting. We're going to import our figure and show. Then we also want to go in and make sure and import, so from bokeh.models.annotations, and let's start out with spans. So spans are infinite, okay, either vertical or horizontal lines. Now, when we create them, we want to specify a dimension so that we should which it should span, for example, the width or the height. Now, any visual line properties for the appearance, the location, along with the dimension is going to show kind of where it's going to be drawn for us. So one other thing that we want to do is let's maybe look at how we could split something up with these spans, not the spatial units. Span. All right, so we also need import numpy as np. So let's go on and create a line space. And we want this to be from 0 to 20 by 200. And then y here is going to be a sine of x. And then we want here p is equal to figure, and we want the y range here to be from -2 to 2. And then we also want p dot line here, and we'll do x, y. And let me go on and do show here so that we can show you what's going on. Y range is equal to, and so here you can see here that we have a sine wave going, and so our goal for this is to create a line up top right at this 1, and we'll put another line at the bottom down here at -1 to kind of give it these bounding areas that we'd like to see, and we'll make them kind of look a little nicer. Maybe we'll make them nice deep colors. So let's go on and add that in. So the first one, we'll call this the upper here, and this is going to be a span. Location here is going to be at 1. The dimension here is going to be the width, and then the line color here we're going to set to navy, and the line width, let's make it thick, we'll make it 4, and then p dot add layout upper, and then we're going to do lower here. Span location is equal to -1. Our dimension here is going to be width again. Our line color in here is that, what was that nice color? Fire brick. And then line width is going to be 4 again, and show p. And this again will give us, and whoops, so okay, let me go in and show this mistake here. Okay, so I put in this nice blue line, and notice I created the lower one. However, I did not add it to the layout, and so then it will not appear. So I need to do p.add layout lower, and then now this will actually put that lower bar in there for us. Okay, and so these are always very useful. And again, please make sure to use the add layout okay, whenever you want to add in these spans. So let's go on and do some box annotations. So let me go on and comment out all of this, and we'll go on and take this down to another one here and do something like from bokeh.models.annotations. We're going to import box annotation. So what this is going to be doing is, let's say that we have our previous plot here, and so we want to box in this whole area up here, okay, so that it maybe be dark navy. We will go on and do that with the box annotation, and we'll do the same thing, putting in this lower layer in here with the box annotation, and then maybe we'll put in just a middle box somewhere in here as well, so that we can kind of show you guys. And again, because we can do something like top, left, right, bottom, and these boxes again can be infinite, okay, if the coordinates are unspecified. So let's kind of be careful with that if you want, because again, if you want it to see, if again here, these are infinite currently, they go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, which are kind of nice, because then if you have a time series analysis or something and you want to kind of go out a little bit further, you can kind of show that. It's nice to show whenever you're wanting to plot error bands, etc. So let's go on and do that. Now our data will stay the same, so let me uncomment these. This is going to stay the same. This is going to stay the same. And so then we'll go on and make our lower bound, our uppers and lowers again. So upper here is going to be a box annotation. We want the bottom here to be 1. The fill alpha here to be 0.1. The fill color here is going to be that nice navy color. P.add layout upper, and then we're going to do the lower box annotation, and we'll do top here is going to equal -1. The fill alpha here is going to be again 0.1. The fill color here is going to be that fire brick, and then we will do P.add layout lower, and then let's go on and add in a center region in here, and this will show us that we can use all the different types. So we'll do top is equal to 0.6, bottom is equal to -0.3, right is equal to 12, left is equal to 7. And then we'll do fill alpha here is going to be 0.1, and our fill color here is going to be olive. And then let's go on and do show P, and I almost made that same mistake again. So show P, and then we need to P.add layout here, center. So let's run this. And notice here that we have this nice upper boxed area, this lower boxed area, and then we have a center box. And again, the left and the top and the bottom are infinite, whereas the center is not. It is bounded inside of the region that we told it to be bounded inside of. So let's go and on and talk about adding in labels. And this is probably one of the more beneficial things that we can do. I know that in the past we did a very similar label set, and I think I'm going to go on and redo that example so that I can show you guys the difference between a label and a label set. So first off, let's go on and say from bokeh.models, we're going dot annotations, we're going to import label, and then from bokeh dot plotting, we're going to import. Well, actually, we already have these figure and show, right? Figure and show span. Okay, so p here is equal to figure. X is going to be a range here from 0 to 10. And for Pete's sake, range is equal to y range is equal to 0 to 10. P dot circle here, and we're going to just put in 2, 5, 8, comma, and then we'll do something like 4, 7, 6. Just gonna put them right in there. Text in here. Color. Color is going to be navy. Size here is going to be 10. And then let's go on and add in our label. And we are going to set it at 2. X is equal to, and let's pick out one. 5 and 7, we'll put it at the middle one. So x is equal to 5, y is equal to 7. And then we want to have an offset here to be something like 12 pixels. Text here is going to be point number 2, and then text baseline in here is going to be middle. And again, since this is a layer, we need to p.add layout and do label, and then show p. So here you can see that it puts in this point 2. We can also go in and add in the other points individually if we want to, but that is actually not necessarily the best way to go about it. Okay, you could do that, and we can maybe let's add in one more for this first point. Okay, and so let's just copy this whole thing, put it in, and we'll call this label 2, and we'll put this at 2 and 4, I believe. And then we'll have the same offset, and this is point number 1. So here we have point number 1. So, and we could go on and we could do this for each of the points individually. But let's say that you have a lot of values, okay? And you want to be able to add them in, not just individually, but you want to add them all in at once. Because again, a lot of times you're going to have a data set that actually has in labels, so country labels, etc. And you want to be able to put them together. So let's actually go on and do that. From bokeh.models, we're going to import in here the column data source and the label set. And then, you know, we'll do just a small test set, and then maybe later on we'll actually go through and we'll use the gapminder data. For now, I want to use just a nice small data set to get us through this. So we'll do column data source, and we're going to do data here is equal to some dictionary. Temp here is going to be 155, 1, 8, 3, 1, 5, 6, 1, 6, 4, what? 1, 7, 0, 1, 1, 63. Pressure, let's do something like 156, 200, 1. What's going on? 190. What else do we want? 151. 300. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're good there. And then let's go on and put in names. A, B. Oh, you know what this is? List. A, B, C, D, E. That'll do. F. We'll put in an extra in there, just to kind of, right? 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E. All right, we'll do E there. All right, and then let's go on and do this. So labels is equal to label set, and then we're going to do here X here is going to be our temp, Y is going to be pressure, text here is going to be names, level is going to be the glyph level, X offset here is going to be 5. Y offset here is going to also be 5. Source is going to be our source data, and then render mode here is going to use the canvas. Now, one thing we need to do is we also need to actually grab in and create our figure. Here, X range is equal to something like, what are we going to do? 160 by 190, let's say. P dot scatter, and we're going to do X is equal to temp, Y is equal to pressure, size here is 8. I don't know why I said scatter. I want circle. Source is equal to source. And then we'll do P dot X axis dot axis label here, and we want this to be temperature. I'll just say temp. P dot Y axis dot axis label here is going to be pressure. And then I think we're going to be good to go, except we need to p dot add. Oh, you guys can't see that. We want to add in our label offset. So add our labels, and then show P. And so you can see now that we have all of our plots with our C, D, and E. And where did A go? A is over here. Okay, so again, I put it, my x-axis wasn't very good. So let me redo my x-axis to be, where did I put my x-axis? Should be let's do 150. All right, so now we have all of them. A, B, C, D, E. And so this is nice. You could see that you could maybe have individuals, you could have countries, you could have all other kinds of very interesting things that are useful to you. Now, let's go on and maybe add in a couple more things. Let's go and do arrows. So these are very nice for when you are maybe doing network analysis or something of the such, and you want to be able to add in directionality to them. So let's go on and from bokeh.model.annotation, annotations, and this is models. We're going to import arrow. And then let's go on and actually we need some information on this. So let's do something like from bokeh.models.arrow heads. We're going to import an open head. We're going to grab a normal head. We're going to grab a V head. So P is equal to figure. Plot width here is going to be 600. Plot height is going to be 600, please. 600, please. And then let's go on to do P dot circle here, and I'm going to go on. I'm getting tired of doing that, and we'll do something like 0, 1, 0.5. Y here is going to be 0, 0, 0.7. That'll make a triangle. All right, yeah, okay. So x equal to the x, y equal to y, y. Radius here is going to be 0.1. Color here, we want navy, we want olive, and we want fire brick. And then let's do fill alpha is equal to 0.1. And do p dot show so that we can not p dot show, show p, so that we can actually see what this initial plot looks like. So the initial plot in here is giving us 3 points. Okay, so our goal is we're going to do a couple things. Okay, we are going to be drawing an arrow, and so we want them to go from one to the other. So from up to down, left to right, down to up. Okay, we're going to make ourselves a nice triangle here. And they're going to each have different types of arrowheads, and we'll maybe even style the arrows a little bit as well. So let's go on and do that. Let's go on and make some arrows. So let's go through and do something like p.add layout arrow. End is going to be an open head in here, and we want the line. Color here is going to, let's match that to fire brick. The line width here, let's set it equal to, what did we have before? 4 is a good width. X start is going to be 0. Y start is going to be 0. X end is equal to 1. Y end is equal to 0. Let's go on and check. No, I didn't like that. And you know what? I am going to clean this a little bit. I want you to come with me. And we'll put you here, and we'll call this arrow 1 is equal to this. because I don't like the way that and we'll do arrow 1 because it makes it a little bit difficult to deal with. Arrow underscore 1. All right, so first off we have open head. Oh, and that's where it is, right here. There needs to be this and there. All right, so what happened here is I started typing inside of all of it inside of the open head. So let's go in and take a look now. All right, so here we have our first arrow going from this 0, 0 point to this 0, 1 point with this nice open head, okay? So then let's go on and create up our second arrow, okay? And so here we'll do arrow 2, arrow, and then we want this one to be, the end is going to be a normal head, and let me pull that up. And so then we want this to be fill color here. We're going from here to here, so we'll make it olive. And then here we'll do something like x start is going to be 1, y start here is going to be equal to 0, and then we want the x end is equal to 0.5. The y end here is going to be 0.7. And so we can take a look now. And I forgot to add again, guys. I have a tendency to forget this add layout here. Arrow 2, 2. And so now we have this second line going from the bottom here, this 0, 1, up to this 0.5, 0.7. And then now we're going to have it going from this 0.5, 0.7 all the way down to 0, 0. So we'll give it a little bit more, I don't know, flavor to it as well. And let me give this a little bit of space as well. So arrow 3 is going to be arrow, and here is going to be a VHead, and then we want this to be size equal to, let's make it 40. Line color here is going to be fire brick, and that's because we're going from fire brick to there. And again, I'm just kind of just playing with it a little bit. And this actually should be navy. Right? That one. Normal line color. Yeah. Navy, so that they match. Let's go back in here and do something like x start is 0.5. Y start here is equal to 0.7. X end is 0. Y end is 0 as well. And we should be good to go once we add in our layer. All right, and so there we have it. This is the last line that we put in there. So here you can see that we can draw in these nice annotations as we go along, and this is going to be very useful to us whenever we want to create up some more networking type maps and stuff like that. And we'll do some more with some network analysis data later on. If you guys like this, please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.